Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the UVL 90 Day Challenge. And today is day 63. Our topic for today is discuss the power of inspiring others. First, let's introduce ourselves. So, hi, everyone, my name is Sandy, and I'm the face of the Facebook business page, Sandy Caballero, Sandy to Empower Lives. I'm originally from Panama, but I currently reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry and also a proud digital business owner.
Hello, my name is Patsy. I'm the face of the Facebook business page of Joe Pat Plays Things, and I'm a mother of four and grandmother of nine. Originally, I am from Brunei. Currently, I'm staying in Alberta, Canada, and I am a proud digital business owner.
Thank you, Patsy. So we want to remind everyone that every Tuesday and every Thursday we have our live webinar. So if you want to learn how you can earn online, you can register in our website that appears on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the live webinar, which is every Tuesday and every Thursday 5 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. MST, and 8 p.m. EST. But if you want to catch the replay from last Thursday, here are the hosts and panelists for that day.
We have Tina, the host, retired business development manager. We have Beth, mechanical engineer. Abatha and Clarence, accountant and healthcare professional, and electrician. Kishwa, full-time mom and digital business owner.
We also have as panelists Eden, she's a dentist, Shasia, she's a journalist, Lina, a registered nurse, and Natasa, online business owner and mentor. So our live webinar has now subtitles in 5 languages, so that's Spanish, French, Vietnamese, Tagalog, and Arabic. And our replays have subtitles in any languages. So again, if you wanna register and and learn how you can earn online, you just have to register in any of the websites that appears on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the replay of this past Thursday. So let's start with our topic for today. So our topic for today is
UVL 90 Day Challenge Day 63 of 90 Day topic discuss the power of inspiring others.
that is correct. So today we are going to be talking about uh, the power of inspired others. So let's go with the first point.
What does it mean to inspire others?
Yes. So, okay, so let's start with the definition of inspiration. Um, so, inspiring others means sparkling a desire or motivation in someone to achieve their goals, overcome obstacles, or make positive changes in their lives. So, inspiration is very contagious. Okay, so one inspired person can uplift many others, and we have seen a lot of this in our community. Every time we have our Wednesday mastermind, and we hear the testimonial from someone who has reached a big milestone, and we hear their journey. Is very inspiring. So that person, only one person, is able to inspire so many peoples around the world in our community. So that's how an inspiration, can be contagious. So why inspiration matters? Well, it matters because it empowers individuals to see their potential. Also, it creates a ripple effect that impacts families, community, communities, and even generations. And that's just an example of, how the one that we watch on Wednesday, inspire each one of us, and we get inspired, and then we reach our goal, and then, we inspire other people. So that's the ripple effect. So that's for the first point.
The role of inspiration in online business.
Yes. So when we're talking about the role of inspiration in online business, let's talk about 2 points here. So one will be building confidence, okay? And the other one is creating opportunities. So let's talk about building confidence. So we are going to be sharing, how our journey can give others the courage to start their own. So by showing, how we started, how our journey goes, we get to inspire other people through our story, because many times, our story is very relatable to many people that we encounter, or many people that are watching us, through our content or through the lives that we're doing right now. So that's one of the reasons, it gives you that courage to start their own. So that's why inspiration, builds confidence, because you understand that you're not the only one in the same position. Other people were in the same position as you, and look at them, how they were able to reach, their goals. So that really inspire you and give you that confidence. If they did it, we can do it too. The other thing we want to talk about, creating opportunities. So how inspiring others open doors not only for them but also for you, whether through collaborations, new clients, or building a team. And a good example of this is, for example, now we're doing a live, so we are doing collaboration. Patsy and I, we are not financially connected, um, but she's doing her business and I'm doing my business, and we are collaborating together to bring you this information to you. So that will be one way. The other one is, when you're building your team, you are inspiring your team, by teaching them, by being an example, because you are ahead of them. So you are an inspiration to them, to see, if once they hear your story, they can relate to you. So that's an inspiration to them. Also, inspiration creates trust, and trust leads to action. So that's one of the reasons, that when you tell your story, people can relate to your story, because many of us, we are some way on another uh, going through the same things. We have struggles in our lives. Like for example, um, we sometimes we have too many debts, and we want to be able to pay all those debts to be financially free. So when you hear stories of people that were able to pay all their debts, because they took a that leap of faith, they took action, and they were able to do it. And you hear the stories, and you see all the struggles that they went through. That really create that inspiration, that create that trust, and that creates that um, initiation, to take action, because if they did it, you can too. So
Yeah.
so that's for that point.
How inspiration has impacted lives. I'm going to get my power quote.
You're gonna get for what? Oh, sorry. Okay. So how inspiration has impacted lives. um Well, like I mentioned, usually, on our Wednesday mastermind, we hear so many stories. Like every Wednesday, there's a new story showcase from our global online community, where the member, get to share her story, her journey, her struggles, her celebrations, her milestones, and that really, inspires so many of us, because many of us, when we start our journey, we think, we are having very bad struggles. We say, oh my God, I'm having so much struggle. But when we hear their stories, we realize that, wow, okay, I thought that, I had a big struggle, but once I heard their story, they even weren't, had even worse struggles. And look at them, they were able to succeed. So those, are stories that really impact, each one of us that we watch and listen to their stories. So that's one way, how inspiration impacts lives. Also, um, a success story of someone. um, can help you, inspire to take action. And when I say take action, I'm talking, for example, this could be like we can tell your story here and then you can listen and that will inspire to take action. But also for those of us who are already part of the global online community, sometimes we feel down or we get sidetracked. But when we hear their stories of, the member that is showcased on that day, we get inspired, we get motivated, and that helps us to take action again. It's like a little spark on us, that pushes, remember your why, let's go. You can do it. If they did it, you can do it. So um showing, how their life has improved is really, like an inspirational, uh that makes you, to take action. So these stories show the real power of inspiration in transforming lives, because it's not only transforming one life, it's transforming so many lives that get to see their story. So for example, on our Wednesday mastermind, we have so many of us that are watching the mastermind, and then we get inspired with the story, uh, because some have more struggles than others, and everyone is different in a way. Okay, some of them are separate, but some of them are different in a way. But each one of them really gives you an inspiration because it touches something that you didn't think, but then you can hear their stories, and that also, it gets you to inspire. Okay, the next point.
How to inspire others effectively.
Okay, so in order to inspire others effectively, I would say we can do it by talking about 4 points. So the first one is be authentic. That's one important thing. You gotta be authentic. You don't have to be pretending to be someone that you're not. You gotta be authentic. The other one is lead by example. Okay, so you wanna make sure that not only you're authentic, but also you lead by example. So if you are lacking something, like getting behind on your like you're not posting constantly, you are not leading by example, because if you want your team to start posting, you gotta show them that you are doing it. So you gotta lead by example. That's how you inspire others to take action. Okay. So the other point is encourage hope. Okay. And the lastly is use positive language. So let's start first with be authentic. So when we talk about be authentic, we're talking about sharing your struggles, the lessons that you have learned along the way, your victories that you have celebrated. For example, Patsy, um, I think it was yesterday. I'm not too 100% if it was yesterday or before yesterday. She, she was able to celebrate her 400 followers, and also her first
Yesterday. Yeah.
it was yesterday. Okay. And then also, she was able to start running her message ad. So that's one of the victories, one of the milestones that we celebrate. And the other thing is, you want to be able to, well, people connect more deeply, okay, when they see the real you. Okay. So that's what we mean by be authentic. You got to be authentic so people can relate to you. The other point is lead by example. So you want to demonstrate consistency and determination in your actions. So that's what we were talking about before. You cannot tell your team you got to post 3 times a day when you're not doing it. You understand? You got to lead by example. So if you tell something to your team, you got to show that you are doing it. Okay. So that's by leading by example. You also have to show them what is possible through achievements. So if you really work hard and you achieve something, that shows them that if they do the same, they're also gonna be able to achieve the whatever they set their mind to. So that's what we mean by lead by example. Now, the other one is encourage hope. So when we talk about that, we talk about the speaking about the possibilities and reminding, that it's never too late to start. Okay. So a lot of people think that oh no, I'm too old to do this. Uh, I'm too old to learn, about social media. I'm too old to learn about computers. That's not for me. You want to be able to show them that, it's never too late to start. I mean, we have seen, in TV, I've seen someone graduating from the university in I don't know, I think it was in their 80s or 90s. That's leading by example, that and now, no, it's not leading by example, sorry, that's encouraging hope. If someone at that age was able to do uh to get a degree in university, that shows that it's never too late. It really is never too late to do something. you know you just have to take action and do it. So that's how you want to encourage hope. um the other thing we want to talk about is use positive language. Okay, so replace fear-based messaging with hopeful and empowering statements. So we want to be able to showcase, hopeful and empowering statements. So when we talk, when we show, that's one of the things that we want to showcase, to be able to inspire others effectively. And the other point,
The emotional power of inspiration.
yes. So when we're talking about emotional power of inspiration, we can say about two things, tapping um, into emotions. And the other one is helping people see themselves in your story. So when we talk about tapping into emotions, we're talking about how inspiration often stems from emotional connections. Okay. So you can share a moment when you feel deeply moved by someone else's journey, and how it motivate you. Like, for example, today, Patsy, we were watching together, at 6 a.m. Zoom meeting, of one of the successful members in our community. She's actually very young, and Patsy, got inspired by her, seeing, at such a young age, how she is very successful. She got to retire. She started the business, I believe, when she was 18 years old. But when she reached 20, I think it's 23 years old, that's when she retired from her career. So now she just does her business, full time. So that's what she does. So she got to speak today to all of us, and Patsy heard about her for the first time today, and then she was very inspired. So can you share a little bit about today, Patsy? Oh,
I was very inspired by her, such a young girl, and she retired at 23, and she said she is 26 years old now, and
mm-hmm.
she's willing to help others, and didn't hesitate to answer all the questions, and we have a really nice time with her, and it's very inspiring.
Yes. So the other point that we're going to talk about is helping people see themselves in your story. So when we are talking about that is, what could your life look like if you believe in your dream, the way others believe in theirs? So that's one question. And then the other one, how would you feel a year from now looking back at the step you decided to take today? And many times, we don't think about that. We just live life and go, one day pass, the next day pass. We don't stop to reflect in our life, to reflect, okay, is it the way that I'm now, is it the way that is it gonna be okay for me in the future? Or do I need to start making changes? Or do I need to look for something, to as a backup, something that will help me, to be more financially stable in the future, to have more time, to do the things that I love. So you gotta sometimes, take a break, like pause it, your life, and then reflect on it. And reflect, how do you see yourself from 3 to 5 years from now? Do you see yourself in the same place, or do you, if you see yourself in the same place, do you think that you need to do something, to make it better, or you're comfortable staying in the same place? But yeah, you gotta reflect on how you feel, a year from now or 3 to 5 years from now. um, so that's that. And then the next one.
Next one is the ripple effect of inspiration.
Yes. So we were talking about the ripple effect of inspiration. We're talking, well, let's talk about 2 points. So one is impact beyond one person. Okay. And the other one is a growing network of change. So let's talk about the first point, impact beyond one person. So we want to be able to share, how one inspired individual can influence their children, spouse, friends, and community. And a good example of this is, in previous topic, we were talking about how you can inspire through your online business your kids, because they get to see you. They get to see, how you overcome challenges. So that teaches them, that, they are able to overcome challenges. Challenges are um stepping stepping stones, to be able to reach success. They show you, you learn from those failures, you learn from those challenges. um so you start shifting your mindset into seeing it positive and not negative. So that's how you can inspire, your children. And same thing, you can inspire your spouse, um, or your friends and the community. We mentioned, like sharing your story on the mastermind, of the members of the community that have shared the story. They inspire a whole community. And the same thing, goes, to inspire your kids, inspire your spouse, your friends. So that's one way. The other one is, you wanna um, relate this to the online business world. So, for example, an inspired parent may inspire their kids, to think big, and dream boldly. Um, this is something, like, we want to expand their minds. That when they believe in something, when they have a dream, they go and work for it. So nothing should stop them to reach for their dreams. So that's one thing that you can impact, beyond one person. The second point is a growing network of change. Okay. So inspiration leads to collaboration. Okay. So creating a supportive network of like minded individuals. So we are collaborating together. We also have a team that we meet, every Saturday. Today we had our meeting. Um, and then we support each other, we learn from each other. Um, Many times, I learned from, like, last Saturday, I learned from one of our friends and members of our community. We learned something new from them, like to make life easier. So you always learn from each other. So that's why the beauty of, the collaboration, the having that supporting network of like-minded individuals, because you can grow and expand together. You can inspire others through that.
Practical steps to inspire others.
Yes. So some practical steps to inspire others will be, for example, sharing your vision, be a cheerleader, use your platform, show gratitude. So let's talk with the first one. So share your vision. So you want to speak openly about your dreams and the steps you're taking to achieve them. So that will be one way. The other one, be a cheerleader. So you want to be able to celebrate other successes, big or small, and encourage them to share their wins. So, um, like, for example, when someone reach a milestone, we celebrate it. In our team, we celebrate every milestone that we go through the week. So every week, we say, okay, so what milestone do you celebrate this week? So we share, because that keeps you motivated to keep pushing and moving forward. Every small milestone leads you closer to your long-term milestone. and it keeps you motivated. So the other point is use your platform. So leverage your social media or live sessions to talk about your journey and invite others to do the same. So that way you can inspire others. And lastly, we want to be able to show gratitude. So acknowledge the people and experiences that inspire you. For example, Patsy, she was inspired by the 23 years old. Well, now it's 26 years old, but when she reached, and she quit her job, she was 23. So that encouraged others to pay it forward. So today was her, tomorrow is going to be Patsy inspiring others, you know. So the way that she got inspired by her, now Patsy is going to succeed and she's going to inspire others. So it's like a paying gratitude to others. So that's the next point.
Next point are challenges in inspiring others and how to overcome them.
Yes. So for this one, challenges in inspire others and how to overcome them, we can talk about two points. So the first one is facing skepticism, okay? And the second one is staying consistent. So let's talk about the first one, facing skepticism. So we want to be able to address the doubts or resistance, okay, by emphasizing that inspiration, okay, that inspiration, which is about possibilities and no guarantees, okay. So working on those doubts, because you gotta address those, because that's the only way that you're gonna be facing um, to overcome that skepticism or those doubts. You also want to use relatable stories to bridge the gap between doubt and belief. Okay. That those are ways that you can start working on your mindset to shift it between being skeptical or having doubts into seeing the possibilities of that could be, seeing, believing in yourself, that you're capable of doing it. So that's one way. And the second point will be staying consistent. So inspiration isn't a one-time act, okay? So it doesn't happen like that. So it's about showing up regularly and sharing your message. That's how you can create that inspiration, okay? So it doesn't happen once. People have to see, how your journey goes, and that's how people get inspired. So for those who have followed you from the beginning to where you are, they can see how you have grown up, you know. Um, so that's the inspiration. So lastly, I want to ask you some questions. So the first one is, who inspired you to take a step towards a better future, and how did it impact your life? So put all this in the comments. The second question for you is, what's one way you can inspire someone today? Also put it in your comments. Would like to share, this with the community. And then the third one is, if you were to inspire one person this week, what would you want them to achieve? So again, put it in the comments so we can share, and the community can also, hear your answer to those questions. So lastly, we want to tell you to, be this spark, so don't underestimate the power of your story. So a lot of time we think, our story is not inspiring, it's not inspiration, but you don't know, your story can inspire someone that, you know it goes through the same thing as you, that relate to your story. So don't judge that, your story is not powerful, okay? Because someone out there is waiting to hear it and find their own courage, to take action because of your story. So don't underestimate the power of your story. So the other one I would say to you is, inspire someone today, okay? So watch how their life and yours can change for the better. um, the other point that we want to talk is, provide a pathway, okay? So you want to um, be able to connect, to learn more about how you can start your own online business journey and inspire others along the way. So that's another one. And lastly, here are some bonus tips for you. Okay, so when it comes to inspiration or inspire someone, you want to be able to use emotional language that conveys passion and urgency. You also want to be able to share visuals or quotes that resonate with your audience. And lastly, you want to end with an uplifting message. Um, for example, inspiration can change lives, and it starts with you. It starts with you. So I want to end it that way for today's topic. So I hope, while we talk today, it really inspire you. It really helps you. And you can continue this ripple effect of inspiration uh, with others, um, so just put it in the comment if you wanna share any tips or any comments about the topic for today. We'll be gladly to read it and to reply back to your comment. So feel free to put it on in the comments. So what is the topic for tomorrow, Batsy?
Tomorrow's day 63. Discuss the power. No,
Oh, sorry.
that is today.
Yes, my mistake. Hold on. Give
64.
me a
Tomorrow is
second.
day 64.
Yes, tomorrow is day 64. Actually, day 64. I'll read it. So
Yes.
share success stories of people you have inspired. Okay, so we gotta find um, success stories and of people that we have inspired. So that's the one for tomorrow. Okay, and then do you want to add something to the topic for today, Patty?
That you have said it all. Very good.
Anything about the that that you like about the 26-year-old from today? You know.
Oh, you want to speak some more? Yeah. She is so young and so um, well. She did sacrifice uh, Netflix and YouTube. I was admire her for that, and she said no pain, no gain. So she give up in order to concentrate on her business, and she did it.
Yeah, and especially I think for her age, because like young people, they like to have fun, have party and all that. So seeing her, that she focused on her business, she had a goal, and like you mentioned, she sacrifices some things to be able to be where she is today. That is amazing. That is a strong mindset. But she did mention, it wasn't easy. And but like any of us, we're going through a journey. We have our struggles, but she was able to overcome those and able to reach her goal. And now she gets to inspire so many other people. She did say that she was grateful to her mentor, um, which is one of the top in our community, that was helping her along the way. So again, that's how we pay forward to someone who um, she got inspired by, and now her we get inspired by her story. So that's how pay it forward. So it's we can see the ripple effect of that.
Yes,
Yes.
I got one point to share. I admire her. Still visiting, in the Philippines, she's visiting the poor, and she is not to herself. Some people younger when they got rich and then they keep to themselves, but she went out and spread the world, and then to the Philippines and help the young children, and also admire the places she visited all over the world. She showed the pictures. It was very nice, very encouraging to see that.
Yes, yes, I heard through a friend of us, that she say that she even has a foundation in the Philippines, and that's amazing. This is how, this online business allows you to reach all your dreams and also be able to help other people or other charities or other foundations that will help, other people, in depending on what foundation you're doing it. But it's amazing that how you can help not only, the people that you're helping, but also in another way, contributing to more help with your money. Okay, so that's the end for our topic for today. So again, if you want to learn how you can earn online, you can register in the websites that appears on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the same webinar that we have watched and that all of the members of our community have watched, that has changed so many lives in our community. It keeps changing lives, including ours. So if you want to catch the replay from last Thursday, here are the hosts and panelists for that day.
Tina hosts retired business development manager, and we have Beth. She is a mechanical engineer, and then Alberta and Clarence, accountant and healthcare professional and electrician. Kishna, she is a full-time mom and digital business owner.
Yes, we also have Eden as a dentist, Chasia, journalist, Lena, a registered nurse, and Natasa, an online business owner and mentor. So the replay has subtitles in any languages, and our live webinar has now subtitles in 5 languages, which is Spanish, French, Vietnamese, Tagalog, and Arabic. So if you speak any of those languages and English is not your strong, you can watch it with the subtitles on those languages. So when you register into our website, you get to see the webinar, and inside the webinar, you get to see how our business plan works, and also you get to see or hear, testimonials of members of our community, like the panelists that we mentioned. Those are the stories that you're gonna be hearing. And also, in addition to that, you get invited to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Um, when you register, I just want to clarify, you are not joining the business. This is just free information for you to do your due diligence. So you get to watch it, you get to browse the group, and at that point, if you want to proceed to know more in detail about the business, then you proceed to the next step. Okay, but everything is explained in the webinar. So make sure that you watch the webinar completely, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to understand how everything works. Um, so that's for that. If you guys want to follow us on our Facebook business page, it appears on the top here. So you can follow us to get to know us a little bit more, uh, to know about the content that we post, and also about the business opportunity that we are offering to you. Um, Again, we want to thank all the viewers who have watched us today. Thank you for all your comments, all your emojis, for being here with us. And for those watching the replay, also thank you. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from. And for those, to our followers, we want to say thank you for being part of our journey, um, and for being there. Thank you for all your support. We're very grateful. Um, And until the next episode of the UVL 90 Day Challenge, so that will be day 64 tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And I guess that's it for today. So I want to wish everyone happy and blessed rest of the Saturday today, and for other parts of the world, happy and blessed Sunday. So thank you everyone, and thank you for watching. And until the next episode of the UVL 90 Day Challenge. Bye everyone.
Bye.